bringing light to the darkness, and the rising sun will call you blessed. If you are one who in darkness will nurture the light, then the setting moon will know your name. Your name is blessed, for you are tested, for you are beauty and you are scorned. Though they revile you, they can't defile you, for all receive their just reward, just reward. If you are one being light in the darkness, then the blazing sun will call you blessed. If you are one who in darkness reveals the light, then the glowing moon will speak your name. If some accuse you, if they abuse you, it's just that they don't know what they are. They have rejected what you have accepted. They fear the light and you shine like a star. Blessed is your name, even as they set their evil eye upon you. So rejoice again, I say rejoice, as you make your choice and raise your voice. Food for the hungry, shelter for the homeless, water for the thirsty, support for the oppressed. See, you are the blessing when they pray to be blessed. There's no need to fight when you are the light. Just shine, shine, shine. You are the one, you're the promise of light in the darkness, and the setting sun, he calls you blessed. Oh, lovely one, from the darkness shine, shine your light. For the rising moon, she sings your name. Your name is blessed, blessed. La 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 la. Your name is blessed. Oh, blessed. Yeah. La 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 la. Outside with a cup of hot tea, checking out the panorama of the world before me, saying, how do you do? I got the sun in the sky and the earth under my feet, got the wind blowing kisses and caresses all over me. It's saying, we love you. Well, ain't it a wide world? Ain't it a wide world? Where the sweet Mr. Smitty, while his niece is in town, he walks her puggle named Kitty, all bouncy black and brown. I'm singing, how do you do? And Miss Doris and Morris, they got married last June. She does yoga in the morning, he prefers the afternoon. I hear him saying, I love you, baby. Well, ain't it a wide world? All of us one underneath the sweet sun. It's a wide world. Yes. Well, ain't it a wide world? is to be, let it begin with me. Yes, a wide world. Yes. When I close my eyes, all I see is light, light, life and love, all that's good and right. So with eyes wide open, I see that goodness and mercy just fall on me. All my days, all my I see the farmers market's got a lot of people today. They live in local and organic, and as they pass my way, I'm saying, hey, how y'all do? Well, there's a lady having trouble with her bags over there, and right away another lady says to have no care. I'll help you. I love one underneath the street sun. It's a wide world, wide world, a wide world. Well, ain't it a wide world? So many souls to know and so much love to show. It's a wide world, a wide world, a wide world. Well, ain't it a wide world? If a difference is to be, let it begin with me. Yeah. Oh, wide world, wide world. Ain't it a wide world? So many souls to know and so much love to show. It's a wide world, wide world. I got the moon in the sky and the earth under my feet, the saints and ancestors blowing blessings all over me. They're saying, we love you. We love you. We love you.
Good morning, Agape. Great to see you.
Y'all ready?
Yeah. What you got?
It's about right here. Whatever it is, it's sitting about right here. And there's 1, 2, 3.
Brian?
I see. Yeah.
Right here.
So when you're feeling down, way underground, Gonna take you where the vibe is higher. Hey everybody, it is Saturday night. You know what that means. It is time for High Vibe Saturday Night with your boy Ray Davis. I'm so glad to be here with you. I am your humble host. And this is the place, this is the show and the time for evolutionary revolutionaries just like you. People who are interested in usurping the authority, the full authority, the fake authority of the mental idea of limitation and lack and sickness and victimization. Oh no, that's not going to have anything to do with my life anymore. And deciding that we're going to be the highest version of our evolutionary selves, the highest evolutionary version of ourselves, no matter what. So I welcome you to this High Vibe Saturday night. We're going to have a really great show this evening with my guest, Marianne Lewis, who will be dialing in anytime now. So, as we get started, just to make sure that you know what's going on on YouTube, those of you who are joining us on YouTube, do us a favor. Do yourself a favor. Go ahead and click that subscribe button so you know what's going on. So you keep track of what's going on with High Vibe Saturday Night and all kinds of other musical offerings and things that we got going on.
And tell a friend.
And tell a friend. Yes, thank you, Lori. She's absolutely right about that. Tell a friend.
Send it out. Spread it around.
You know, they can hear you. But just, okay, well, that's good. You should be able to hear Lori. She's someone worthy of being heard. So welcome to those of you who joined us. So glad to have you here. And we have our sponsor, our wonderful High Vibe sponsor, Back to the Kitchen Catering with Gwen Keneally. Wonderful chef, wonderful person, wonderful soul, beautiful person. She's a great cook. Lori and I can testify to that. We're coming up on our anniversary later this month. And she was the chef for our wedding a few years ago. So thank you so much, Gwen. And as we love to start off here, because we're elevating the consciousness of ourselves and those who happen to be in our sphere of influence, we're going to start off with a little prayer from Liz Racy.
No.
Hello, hello, hello. Let's pray. Just taking that breath, that God breath, remembering who we are, created in the image, the likeness of God itself. And what does that mean? It means God is living through us. It means God is operating through us. It means the good of all life is moving through us. So we remember that. If we have a desire in our heart, we simply be it, and it manifests. So right now, we're allowing God to be abundance through us, allowing God to be health through us, allowing God to be love through us, allowing God to be joy through us, allowing God to be creativity through us. Something wonderful is happening. Why? We are allowing God to be as us. So love, peace, harmony, understanding, compassion are all happening now as we allow God to be us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mother, Father, God, all is well, and so it is. Amen.
Oh, thank you, Liz. Those beautiful prayers. Liz and Paul happened to be in Toronto for the Toronto Film Festival. At least I think they're still there. I know they had to leave last week, and she was able to drop off this prayer even as they're getting ready to take off. So I think that's really pretty cool of Liz. So thank you very much, Liz. We love you. We love you and Paul. Safe travels, and give them heaven while you're out there. Give them heaven. All right, so I don't know if you noticed. Davis the Ray noticed. Because we kind of match him today. But I'm clad a little differently than normal. There's a reason for that, and I'll tell you about it. This is actually in honor of our guest
And I'll tell you a little bit about that as we go along. But first, time for a song. Now this, oh goodness gracious. Y'all, give me a second. I got to set up. This is a relatively new song. This is a new song. I don't think y'all have heard it. And so our theme this month has been all about the childlike perspective. I started out thinking about gratitude, but as I thought about gratitude, I'm like, there's more than just gratitude. I mean, because it got me thinking about a child's perspective, a child's point of view. And so we're talking about those qualities that Yeshua championed when he said, "Suffer the little children to come unto me and forbid them not, for of such is the kingdom of the living one," the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom within. So we're going to look at one particular aspect of a child's perspective right here with this song. And this is called joy. Say that joy is a fountain. Baby, let me get my cup. Or better yet, a big old bucket. I wanna really fill me up with joy. Wonderful joy. Joy in the morning. Joy all through the night. It's more than a feeling, but it makes me feel alright. See, I've got trials and tribulations trying to unmove my groove. I ain't even worried about it, baby. No. Cause I know that joy is gonna lift my attitude. I'm talking about joy. Joy, joy in the morning, joy all through the night. It's more than a feeling, but it makes me feel alright, yeah. For the anxious and disturbed, for the bothered and perturbed, with you don't know what to do. Now here's a clue, just find it, what you're feeling and feel that feeling reeling in you. Feel it. Let it catch you. Joy. Talk about real joy. Wonderful joy. Joy in the morning, joy all through the night. It's more than a feeling, but it makes me feel alright. Talking about joy. Wonderful joy. Joy in the morning, joy all through the night. It's more than a feeling, but it makes me feel alright. Joy. Yeah, joy, baby, joy. Talking about that joy. Joy. For the anxious and disturbed, for the bothered and perturbed. If you don't know what to do, now here's a clue. Find one joyful feeling and feel that feeling reeling in you. Let it catch you, reeling in. Because joy is an invitation Joy is an invitation we get every single moment of every single day. There's always an opportunity to feel and to express joy. Yeah. Okay, let me see. Oh, no.
Brian loves a song, Ray.
Oh, thank you, Brian. And everybody say hi to Lori.
Hi, everybody.
That's my lovely wife.
Hi, beautiful.
Fresh back from Oregon. She was gone last week.
And Utah.
And Utah. Oh, that's right. You were in Utah.
Briefly
so
there.
Describe your adventure. Where did it start?
I flew in to Salt Lake City. My daughter picked me up, and we drove to Ogden, which is about 40 minutes north.
Mm-hmm.
And the next day, we drove about 9.5 hours to Bend, Oregon, with the dogs, having a good time singing, doing sing-alongs, and doing road trip stuff with my daughter, which was great. And then spent the rest of the time with my other daughter and the babies again.
Oh,
It was grand.
That's wonderful.
It was grand.
Yeah, she gets to go out and hang out with the grandbabies, and I'll hold up things here. So yeah, we're talking about childlike perspective. So there's a song that I'm gonna sing a little bit later. I have a really crazy story to tell you about that. Something happened this week, but the childlike perspective. So I've been playing around with this a lot this week, just sort of noticing how my attention goes, and I'm wondering if you've noticed anything like this too. It's easy to forget. Oh, so I was watching Amadeus. I don't know how many of you remember that film, Amadeus, with Tom Hulce and Abraham, F. Murray Abraham. Anyway,
Very good.
Thank you. S18. Oh, one of my favorite films, and because of one of my favorite composers. One of my biggest papers in college was on Mozart, and the thing is that he was absolutely unequivocally an unequivocal. He was definitely a genius, a complete genius, a freak of nature. And Antonio Salieri, in real life, was more of a friend. I mean, they weren't rivals like that. But it's based on an award-winning play. And so anyway, I'm watching Amadeus. And there was a section, I'm enjoying the movie. I've seen it a number of times. And I'm enjoying the movie, and I can't remember the exact scene, but there was some music it feels over playing over. It was a bunch of scenes stitched together, over time, and one of his it was from a symphony. And I was so enjoying the music that I had a flashback. I had a mental and emotional flashback. It was almost like I was 11 years old again. 11, sitting in our living room by our old stereo with a 33, an LP playing. My mother had the sense. We didn't have a whole lot of money, but she invested. She invested in books, and she invested in really good music. And she invested in a whole series, Time Life series of recordings of great classical music. And I would just sit and listen to that. A lot of Mozart, listen to a lot of Mozart. And there was a certain feeling of joy, a full-on joy that I got from listening to this stuff. And I used to sit for hours and listen to different composers, mainly from the Baroque and classical eras, but a few of the Romantics as well. And not a whole lot of 20th century music. We didn't have that. It didn't cover it. Anyway, so I'm watching the movie and had this flashback, a mental and emotional flashback. I felt like I was that 11-year-old little Raymond sitting in the living room all over again, because the music just captured me, and I had it was an unreasonable amount of joy. There was nothing in my current circumstances that should have made me feel that thrilled. Not that I couldn't. It's just just watching a movie, a nice movie, right? And we as adults, we're so accustomed to certain things, they just don't thrill us necessarily the way that they would an 11-year-old or a 5-year-old or But I was transported back. Because my guard was down. My self-conscious guard was down. My egoic guard was down. And that music transported me, man. It was the most amazing thing. Because when so this thing about joy and the childlike perspective, it comes automatically to them. They wake up in the morning, especially the little bitty ones that Lori was hanging with last week. Wake up first thing in the morning and expectation of something great is happening today. I don't know what it is because they have no idea what it is, especially the really little ones. They're not planning anything. They're just there for it.
They wake up in joy now.
That's right. They wake up in joy right here, right now. It's like my song. I might actually just do that just because. But it is. Can we gain that perspective again? Can we do that? Is it possible to walk around with the kind of joy and enthusiasm for life that children automatically have? What does it take? And is it really helpful to us? I mean, how are we going to get things done if we're walking around all joyful all day? You know, how are we going to make sure that nobody takes advantage of us? You know, if we're walking around in joy all day, we gotta make sure that ain't nobody gonna sucker me, man. No. How you gonna, as a man, how you gonna walk around, look, you know, and get the respect that you need? You walking around in joy all day. Yeah, I mean, is it possible? I think so. I think it is possible. But here's the best thing about it, and this is something I realized when I was watching the movie. I had it the best of both worlds because I could tap into that joy of just the music flowing around and through me, and at the same time I had the adult educated perspective of being able to identify certain things about the music. I could understand the context. I could understand the style. I could understand that style in context of other styles and other eras of music. I had the benefit of my own particular musical education and experience. So the beautiful thing about being childlike without being childish is that we have that twofold perspective. So it's not being silly, and it's not just being serious, or as opposed to being serious. It is both and. We have this opportunity. We can be somber as we need to be when we need to be. But I think it's best to keep that little joyful thing going all day long, just as an undercurrent, just kind of underneath everything. That's what I think. Well, just before we get onto our guest, I want to tell you about what's happening next week. As you see on the screen, next week's show, it's going to be a little bit different. Next week's show is going to be broadcast from Ventura, California, at the Ventura Center for Spiritual Living, where Reverend Bonnie Rose Hess is a good friend of mine. And I'm going to be in concert. I'm going to be in concert. It's a silent auction and concert benefiting Maui, those who have been victimized by or have had a really hard time from the fires there. And so it's starting at our normal time, and you'll be able to enjoy the concert by checking out coming on to the show at our normal time, 7 p.m. But here's the thing. Can't broadcast it onto Facebook. So those of you who are joining us via Facebook, you're going to have to come over to YouTube. And it's YouTube.com/The Ray Davis. The Ray Davis. We'll give you advertisements a little bit throughout the week, but it's only going to be broadcast on YouTube next week. All right?
And please come.
Yes, yeah. If you happen to be in the area out towards Ventura, come on out to the concert. It's a wonderful church, beautiful place. All right. So our guest this evening is none other than the Marianne Lewis. The Marianne Lewis, a great friend of mine, and I'm going to bring Marianne on now. If she is Hey, Marianne. Oh, wait. Go back. Let me try that one more time. There we go. Hey, Marianne. Oh, gosh. Hold on. Hold on a second. I'm all over the place. Hold on. Be right with you. Okay, we're going to do this one more time. Like so. No, that's not right. Okay. Now we do like this. And now we do like this. Okay. Now we're good. Marianne Lewis.
Ray Davis! My brother.
How you doing, darling?
Take her picture off.
Oh my goodness. I'm fantastic.
I'm so glad that you were here with us. Thank you for being able to join us. Thank you for taking the time. Video's a little funny right now, but I think it'll smooth out. And yep, smoothed out just like that, just like I thought. All right, so thank you for being here, everybody. So the reason I'm wearing this garb right now is because I wouldn't own this if I hadn't been a member of the Agape International Choir, who've been known to wear a few different kinds of things. And Marianne Lewis, amongst other things that she does, is music and arts director at the Agape International Center in Beverly Hills, California. She leads the choir there, as well as the global Agape Global Choir. Is that right, Marianne?
This is true. This is true. Yes.
So I wore
the. I love it. And it looks so good on you.
Oh, thank you, darling. So Marianne is joining us via phone in a manner that is different than either of us expected. Marianne, why don't you tell the folks a little bit about what's happening? As much or a little as you want.
Well, there was a little water incident here at my house, and as a result, there's been some remediation of pathogens that have been in need of taking place, and so I've had workers here all week, and blowers going, and various chemicals and all that stuff. So anyway, my house is in quite disarray at the moment, but it is coming back into divine perfect order soon, I shall hope. But they were supposed to be complete yesterday, and they are still at it. So, needless to say, I was not able to get my studio together, and everything is everywhere. Anybody want to come over and, help us? But so everything is still out of place, and clothes and everything. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the studio to put together because they didn't come back.
Yeah, that happens.
But it happens. But life happens, and it's always an opportunity to just find good, to grow, to be still, and know that there's something magnificent unfolding in the midst of it, all of it. So I'm getting those wonderful opportunities this week.
Wonderful. Now, if any of you have questions for Marianne, go ahead and put them in the chat. And Lori will let us know that we had a question or a comment about anything that happens. Go ahead and do that. So thank you all for being here. And thank you, Marianne, for taking the time. And I mean that seriously because James Brown, they used to say that he was the hardest working man in rock and roll. Got nothing on Ms. Marianne. Nothing. This beautiful being right here, as cool and collected as she looks right now. This child be doing some work, be putting in some work. Because y'all don't know. What have been, now, I wanted to get into some of your background and, where you're from. Let me just tick off a couple of those boxes. Where are you from originally?
Really?
Oh, there's a
Brian just said there's feedback or an echo on Marianne's side.
Oh, you know what? I know how to do that. There won't be any more. Thank you, Brian. Okay.
No more echo?
I got it. I got the cancel echo there. Tell the folks where
it's
you're
because
from.
I need to duplicate myself so I can, and like, okay, Marianne, you take care of that over there, and I'm going to be on this. No.
That's how you do it.
Where am I from?
Yeah.
I'm actually originally from Las Vegas, Nevada. So I grew up there, and it was really quite a small town in many respects, and it's grown tremendously over the last many years, but yeah, it's very funny because when I came to California, went to college out here, and I remember in the evening going to the grocery store, and I went to the grocery store and I was like, gosh, it's so quiet. What is it? And I realized there's no slot machines. There's no like bells ringing. There's no money hitting the tin. And that's the sound of Vegas. Like everywhere you go to the 7-Eleven, ding, 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 ding. You go to the Taco Bell, ding, ding, ding. I don't really go to Taco Bell anymore, but I'm just saying, back in the day.
So they got those machines everywhere, right? Is that what you're saying? Oh yeah. My
Everywhere.
goodness.
And like things closed. In Vegas, it was just like nothing closed. You could go anywhere at any time of day. It was a 24-hour town. It's a little different now, but yeah, it was a bit of a shock. It was like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, so you guys are gonna like close at 11? Is that what's gonna happen? Wow, okay.
It won't be able to come in. But do you think maybe you could just give me something out the door if I gave you money? No, we're gone. You can't come in.
Right,
We gone.
right.
So
It's like,
and
I
you
know
have a
it's
brother.
midnight, but like I was hungry, so I can't.
So you're from Vegas.
But I wrote a song about Las Vegas. Yeah.
You did. Have I heard this?
Yes,
song?
it's a little jingle. It's like a jingle, just talking about the light shine. The light shines for you in Vegas.
Let's hear a little bit of it.
So
Go
I
ahead.
was putting.
Can you-
Did I tell you? It's like Vegas, Vegas, star of the night. Music and laughter, spectacular sights are in Vegas. Vegas, so much to do. The light shines for you in Vegas. Vegas, Vegas, passion and play. Travel the world only moments away while in Vegas. Vegas, thrilling to see. Just set yourself free in Vegas. Relax in the
Oh, there's more.
mountains, the lakes, or the land. Excitement is right in your hand. 7,11, Vegas, Vegas. No place compares. The friendliest people, the most fun to share. It's in Vegas, Vegas. Dream all that's new. The light shines for you. It's right there in you. The light shines for you in
Hey!
Vegas.
That's more than just a little ditty. That is a song, man. That should be.
It's a little jingle.
I mean, that's excellent, man. Okay, so this goes to something else. I want to fast forward now because Marianne, Marianne is amazing in a number of ways. This is just from my heart and my observation. And one of them you actually saw demonstrated right there. First of all, Marianne, I don't know how many songs you know, but all the songs that can be known, you probably know this many. And I mean lyrics, chord changes, everything. She's crazy. Dig this. My experience in the Agape choir. So, Ricky's written 1 billion songs for the choir. And Marianne knows the parts for every section, for every song. Every section, every song. That's first, second sopranos, different parts. Altos, tenors, basses, different parts. 5 different sections, every song, millions of songs that Ricky has written. And she's got the lyrics, changes, all this stuff. She's amazing. Y'all don't know. She's a brilliant songwriter, wonderful singer, amazing soul. So that's my sister, and I just love you.
Thank you, my love. Thank you.
So I do have a quick question for you, and then I want folks to hear a song of yours, another song of yours. So we've been talking. Actually, tell. No, I want to go to this first. Okay, so our theme for this month is the childlike faith or the childlike perspective. Like Yeshua's. What's that?
Child?
The what?
The inner child?
The inner child? Okay, that'll work. Thank you, Lord. But it's, sort of modeling after Yeshua's statement, suffer the little children to come unto me and forbid them not, for such is the kingdom of heaven. And we've been talking about joy as one of the attributes of childlike consciousness that comes so naturally to them and ways that we can maybe, remember the joy ourselves and keep the joy going ourselves. What's your perspective on the childlike perspective, as opposed to say childishness or too serious, whatever? What you got?
My perspective, I love that. I love that question, especially because it's very interesting. Uh, I find myself sometimes being pretty serious about things, like, okay, I seriously got to, I need to get these things done, like paying attention to a lot of details and whatnot, and I find myself serious, but deep down, it's like there is this part of me that just loves to be so silly, and just finding the joy in things, um, and finding the light in things. And I mean, Yeshua had it absolutely right. Be like a child, because when we lighten up, and sort of expand our perception, really, because I think that seriousness, and that's not to say not to really have focus and concentration, and and a great work ethic. I think that, I mean, that's powerful, and that's definitely how I walk. But sometimes it's like, okay, I'm forgetting the joy in it if I'm making it be about something, uh, like making it mean something about, like, me or whatever. When we expand that perception, we can find out, we can look at ourselves from a whole other space and be like, oh, you're being really funny right now. Oh, okay, wait a minute, you need to, okay, you're taking this seriously, but really it's like, this is funny. I mean, there's something easy and graceful that's here, and it's all in your mind making it up that something's hard or any of that. So I love to find, I love how the truth sets us free. Like when we look at things and we find truths, that all of a sudden we're just expanded. We start to laugh. We start to just come into alignment with what's really going on, and that is the effervescent light and joyfulness of the spirit. And so it's like when we enter things with that joyful heart, with that lightness of being, we are really in alignment with the most high, with the divine, with our true self. And that is the truth that sets us free. So we're bound when we're like, ooh, everything's got to be hard. But we are free when we lighten up and let the spirit have its way with us. So it's powerful. It's important that we play, that we let ourselves, that we don't take ourselves too seriously, and and be willing to find the joy in situations and in one another.
Mm. Mm.
You know?
Oof. Wow. All of that unrehearsed, huh?
I mean, something like that. I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I know you know what I'm saying, because if there's one thing that I absolutely love, it is just hanging out with my brother Ray, because somehow or another, all kinds of craziness gets inspired, and we are talking in accents. We are these different people, and we're cracking each other up, and people are like looking at us like, what is going on with you? And it's like, we can't really explain it, but it's really funny.
This is true. It's like we were separated at birth or something.
I know.
Sooner or later, it's gonna get silly, and then real silly.
It's
every
real
single time.
Every time. Every time.
When you started talking, I started to make a face and started a whole thing. I said, no, wait, let her talk. Quit playing. Let her talk. it's what happens every time. But I love you for that, Marianne. I really do. But there's something that you said. There was a line in what you were talking about that had to do with definitions or meaning. And I think what happens is, because and this is an evolutionary thing, we became successful as a species by learning things and passing them on to our children, like all species do. But once we became verbal and really got this self consciousness going, we're able to really discern between differences and things. we started teaching our children and our children's children, our children's children, things that were important, right? So we got accustomed to classifying things and classifying things. This is important. This is good. This is bad. This is useful. This is a waste of time. And it seems to me that as adults, we are so accustomed to doing that, to judging and evaluating phenomena, that we lose track of the basic wonder of life that is always available to us. And that's that it's part. A childlike thing to be able to, you know the phrase, stop and smell the roses, right? Well, you stop so that you can, I know that I've gone on walks. We have a beautiful neighborhood, lots of beautiful foliage around, gone on walks and hardly noticed flowers as I'm walking by. Lori is different. And I love this about her. She literally stops and smells the roses. and here's me. You better watch what your nostrils do. There might be a bee in there working. See, this is what I'm talking about. Grown-ups know that bees are in flowers, or wasps, or whatever in flowers.
Right.
There's no danger there. She said she never. What'd you say, Lori?
I've never gotten stung in the nose, not a once.
Yeah, well, it only takes once. But we're so busy evaluating things, so busy taking care of business, losing sight of that just basic joy of life and wonder of life. How are we doing time-wise? Okay. Yeah. Hey, do you mind if we play a little bit of your music there, Marianne?
My music?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Okay. So this is a song of Mary's. What is this one called again?
Is this Mystical Renaissance?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. Yes. Mystical Renaissance. This is a song from my very first CD, my debut CD, and it's called Mystical Renaissance. The CD is called Mystical Renaissance, and I remember as I was working on it and working producing it, John Barnes had said, you should write a song called Mystical Renaissance, because I didn't have one at the time. And I was like, I'm gonna do that. So this is from the olden days. Yeah.
Yeah, John Barnes working on, talk about musical genius, man.
Complete. I miss him so much.
Yeah. Oh, that's that. Okay. All right. And this is Mystical Renaissance by Marianne Lewis. Give me a moment to set this up.
This is back in the old days.
Yeah. Here we go. Hey. Is that what I'm looking for? Yeah. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. We can do this. Because it's right here. It's not this. Yes. I swear I practiced this before. Okay. Hold on, Marianne. I'm going to do something real quick. I'm going to take you off in just a second. We'll be right back. Oh, come on. That's it. All right. What do you see on the screen right now?
You?
Oh, really? Nothing else? Okay. Okay. Oh, doggone it. Come on. Let's see. I need my glasses. Y'all hold on just a second. Come on. Really? Okay. I know it's not that. No, it's not this. Nope, it's not that. Or is it? Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Mm-hmm.
Will I say it?
Here in a mystical renaissance, pictures of the life we're meant to see in a mystical renaissance, writing new stories on the pages yet to be. In a mystical renaissance, letting our world reflect the nature of our soul. In a mystical renaissance, dance to the rhythm that your heartbeat must unfold. We're on a journey, on a pathway lightened by the love inside our hearts. No destination, we've arrived in style, each one playing his part. It's everlasting, the joy inside. Now's the moment of glory. There's no need to hide. Recognize that the lives all around are one with you. In a mystical renaissance, painting new pictures of the life we're meant to see. Yeah. In a mystical renaissance, writing new stories on the pages yet to be. In a mystical renaissance, letting our world reflect the nature of your soul. What's in your soul? In a mystical renaissance, dance to the rhythm that your heartbeat must unfold. A new creation being born today through the eyes of bravery. Holding a vision that is far beyond what's before us to see. It's shining brightly as it only can. All the brilliance is in us. We're part of its plan to reveal and to heal all the lies. They're one with you. Yeah, yeah. You are the one. You are the one. You are the one. You are the one to bring the light into this world. You're the one. You are the one. You are the one. You are the one to raise up the nation. Yeah. You are the one. You are the one to bring your light. You're the one. We're the love of the world. We are the one. The beauty's in you. The love is in you. Hey, the light is in you. You've got to let it come through, let it come through, because we are the one. There's only one. So let your light shine through. Go renaissance, painting new pictures of the life we're meant to see every day. In a mystical renaissance, writing new stories on the pages yet to be. In a mystical renaissance, just let your world reflect the nature of your soul. What's in your soul? In a mystical renaissance, dance to the rhythm that your heartbeat must unfold. Oh yes, it's a mystical renaissance. You are the one. Day to day, it's a new way. Just let the light shine through you. You are the one. You're the one. You are the one. Oh,
Good. There we go. And Marianne is back. Almost there. Okay.
Hey.
Hey. I love that video. That is so cute.
That's got all that childlike play in there.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
Right.
beautiful.
Definitely does.
You know, I
That's
made that because there was this woman, and she was down in Orange County, super sweet woman, but she heard that song, and I had sung it at a special event that was down there in Newport or something like this, and she told me many years later that when she was hearing you are the one, she's like, oh, I'm the one. And she then started this nonprofit business that was that was helping children, and like it was this really powerful business that she started. And she said that that song is what inspired her to do that, to step
nice.
into this thing. You know, she's like, well, what can I be doing if I'm the one? Wait a minute, you know, I'm maybe waiting for somebody else or da, da, da. And she's like, what can I be doing? So she took these steps, and it was just so beautiful, her sharing this with me years later after she had, you know, done this business. It was this really wonderful, successful nonprofit business. And so she was having an event, and she wanted me to come and sing for the event because it was something that sparked her to create it, which is just like so touching, so incredible. But I couldn't go. You know, I had a conflict, and so I was like, I know, let's make a video. And that was before, you know, we had all these phones at our disposal and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, so I was grateful to make it and bring that playfulness into it, and be able to be in two places at once, and
Yeah.
you know, so
Wow.
yeah.
Great. See?
That's great.
Again, the hardest working woman in metaphysics. Hardest working woman in New Thought. Oh my goodness. That
Right, the
is
Reverend Michael has said the hardest working woman in soul business.
in soul biz. Hey. Oh, so see he tried to steal my line, but okay. I got
He
you.
tried to steal your
I got you, Reverend Michael.
line.
That's cool. Wow,
I'm just
what a
trying
great
to
story.
keep up with all of these folks, and it's, you know, like you, Reverend Michael. It's like you just staying on point. It's all about the spirit. It doesn't turn off, you know, and so it's really a great joy.
And I should mention also that Marianne not only is a wonderful, wonderful musician, she also happens to be a licensed spiritual practitioner, an agape licensed spiritual practitioner. And man, you want somebody to pray for you, call up Marianne. She'll take care of you. Woman may give some powerful prayers. That's for sure. That's for sure. So, Marianne, we are running short on time, and I want to make sure that folks get an idea of some of the things that are going on right now. For instance, I know that you're auditioning. You're auditioning folks for the choir right now?
Oh, we are. Yes, indeed. Yeah, the choir is open right now, and so open for auditions. So we are inviting individuals who are members of Agape for at least 3-4 months, and who can sing, of course, but really also and mainly bring the consciousness. So people who may have taken classes, um, who are in service. So we look for that, you know, people who are actively studying what we're bringing to the table, because of course when you come with that high consciousness, it just takes the songs to a whole other level. And so I learned that, of course, from Ricky and Rev, and we continue with those guidelines. But we welcome everyone, because it's just so beautiful to sing together. I was just coming from rehearsal, and boy, it just lifts your soul. It really, really does.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get into much of the weeds of what happened during the pandemic, but I just want y'all to know something. Marianne kept this going at a time when folks could not meet in person to rehearse. And this is for at least 3 years. Not only that, but you also established a worldwide choir for Agape. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah. So this wonderful vision came through just to reach out and to be able to connect together all around the globe through technology and be able to create virtual choir music um, during that time period. So moved forward with that, and boy, wow,
Mm.
that was like prayers. Come on, Spirit. But what a I tell you, it's like there's still individuals who you tune in, and they're part of our global choir. We have people from South Africa, from England, from Germany, Costa Rica, Belize, all over the United States, Canada, and I love every single one of them. Like, it's so wonderful to just feel that connection that's, in different continents all around the globe, and people who are they're studying what's happening at Agape. They're all about the high vibe music and vibration, and just it's so great to make friends like that. And there's nothing quite like singing together. So even though we couldn't necessarily hear each other and sing online, I would bring the voices together and mix them together and create an amazing sound. So it's a tremendous blessing, and I feel very enriched
So
by
I'm
having
going to
all
put on
these
the
things.
screen ways that they can reach you. I just oh wait, where'd they go? No, that's not what I wanted. Yes, it is. Okay, so this is how to find Marianne. There you are. You're still there. And I put up your website and Facebook contact. So if you want to reach out to Marianne, you might not be in Los Angeles and be able to join the choir directly, but reach out to Marianne and see about the global choir, an opportunity to participate that way. Marianne,
Absolutely.
it has been such a joy having you on my show this evening. Thank you for taking the time out of your ridiculously busy schedule to come and be with us. So much more I want to talk with you about, but we got to let you go.
Yeah, well, we'll do a part two. Thank you for having me. It's always great just being in your company, and anything for you, Ray. And Lori, my
Yay!
sister.
I love you, Marianne.
I love you. I love you guys so much. Yeah. Are you gonna sing a song for us, Ray?
Yeah, I'm about to sing a song to close things out. So everybody give your love and appreciation to Marianne. Give her a hand wherever you are. Thank you,
Mwah.
love. Thank you so much. Mwah.
You're so welcome. Love you. Many blessings.
How wonderful is that? All right, so we have time for one more song, and I know there's a request for the least of these. I think I heard something like that.
Yeah,
I had planned on singing the one bottom. Is that all right? Can we do that? I'd actually planned on a couple other songs. We ran out of time. What do you think, Lori? The one bottom, the least of these, or
whatever you're
Sun
feeling.
Will Rise?
Whatever you're feeling.
Oh, come on, tell me what you do.
Have everybody put in their vote of the three.
Sun Will Rise, the least of these, or the one Badum.
You know, Liz wants the least of these.
Yes, she does.
Come on, everybody, put it in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go for it.
All right, you know what? I think it's
choose.
I'm just gonna choose it. I'm gonna go ahead with this one since it happens to be on the screen. And where'd you go?
Do Lisa Lee's next time.
Yeah, we'll do the least different.
She put Lisa Lee's again. She really loves that song.
Oh, I'm so glad that you do. All right, here we go with the one bottom. It kind of ties in with a little bit of what of Marianne's song.
Brian voted Badum. Matthew and Susan Turner voted Badum.
All right, here it goes.
Okay.
The one bottom.
Bottom. Craig Williams, the one. Yes.
Hey!
more the story than the storybook. Ba-dum, ba-dum. More the love than the loving book. Ba-dum, ba-dum. I'm the eye behind the sky, where kites and strings and kind birds fly. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. In the whispered trees of forest green. Ba-dum, ba-dum. In the desert flower unfolding. Ba-dum, ba-dum. On the dark and silent soil sleep, from seed emerging, reaching deep. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. I am the I am, the one, the one. I am the I am. Yeah. I am the I am, the one. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. In the sweetness of your love's kiss. Ba-dum, ba-dum. When they say I love you more than this. Ba-dum, ba-dum. I'm the autumn, I'm the spring, the birds and bees and songs they sing. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Hey, I am the I am, the one, the one. I am the I am. Hey, I am the I am, the one. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da, ba-dum, ba-dum. Hey, oh, hey, ba-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-dum, ba-dum, 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 ba-da-dum, hey, I'm the one, the all in all. I'm the beauty of things great and small. I am the darkness, I am the light. Say that you see me there and you're right. I'm the sight of your eyes as you blink, blink, blink. I'm the image in your mind as you think, think, think. I'm the multiverse, the nanoverse, in every verse after the last, before the first, from age to age. I am the I am, the one, the one. I am the I am. Ba-da-da-da-da. I am the I am, the one. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da, ba-dum, ba-dum. More the story than the storybook. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Hey, hey, more the love than the loving. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-dum, ba-dum. So, a couple things before we finish. Tomorrow, I'm going to be with Reverend Greta Sashida and Sanctuary of the Spirit. She has an online ministry, Sundays beginning at 9, going until 10 p.m. 10 a.m., 10 p.m. That would be one long service. That'd be a long service. From 9 to 10. And she is, I've got the address right there. Again, if you're on Facebook, you can look her up at Reverend Greta Sashida and get the information from there. And one more reminder about next week. Next week's show will be on YouTube only because they can only stream to one location. So we're going to do it on YouTube. And I get to be in concert at the Ventura Center for Spiritual Living for their silent auction and concert, beginning at our normal time. And this is hosted by the Ventura Center for Spiritual Living, and this is going on behalf of Maui. And one other thing, just to mention, and those of you who have been paying attention to the news, the horrible situation there in Morocco, a devastating earthquake
has taken the lives this present incarnation for. Last thing I saw was over 2,000 people, and so it's big. The earthquake happened. It was about 45 miles southwest of Marrakesh, and I've seen some pictures from Marrakesh. It is really devastating. And so let's be in prayer, knowing the truth about those souls that are affected there, sending our support and our love, and any other way that we can help. There'll be ways that show up for us to help here in the United States. You never know what can happen in any particular place. So our hearts are definitely with the folks there in Morocco and every other place in the world. There's so many things that are going on, and so many ways that our higher vibration, frequency can help to bring equilibration, bring healing. Tikkun olam in Hebrew, healing the world. That's the work that we're doing. By healing our own souls, by bringing our own consciousness higher, we are actually sweetening the water, so to speak. We're clearing the water bit by bit, one person at a time. The only true and real lasting solution is an evolution revolution. And I'm grateful that you're joining me in this work. So thank you, everybody, for being here this evening. I love you. I love you. I love you. Find more ways to express, to feel, experience, and express joy as the undercurrent of your life this week. We'll see you next time.